The Orlando event was an incredible event. For some people, it may have been their first Travorium event. For others, it was another part of the journey on their way to success. Either way, moments like that can be powerful because they remind us of what's possible. But there is an important question that follows after every event. What happens next? What do I do? Well, guess what? At those events, your leadership, the people that are finding success here at Travorium, they laid out a path for you to follow. And I believe that if you want to be successful, you simply do what successful people do. An event can inspire you, it can challenge your thinking, it can help you see what other people are doing to build their business. The Orlando conference was a special weekend for sure. Our community had phenomenal time. We had thousands of people together sharing stories, celebrating achievements, and hearing about where the company is going next. Events like that are important because they create momentum and they help people build belief. I often say that the reason people attend events is to strengthen 3 areas of belief, and I believe this with the core of my heart, that belief in yourself is number one. And where do you find belief in yourself? Through the stories of others. Where you find belief in yourself is learning what successful people do and then make it applicable in your daily method of operations. And of course, you have to, number 2, you have to have belief in the product. You gotta believe in what you're selling. You gotta believe in what you're sharing with people. And then finally, you gotta believe in the company. You gotta have belief in the company. That's number 3. When those 3 beliefs begin to grow, people start seeing their future differently. I like to compare it to the spark that starts an automobile. The spark is necessary because it gets the engine moving, of course, but the spark is not what drives the car down the road. Once the engine starts, you still have to keep fuel in the system and you still have to steer the vehicle. The same thing is true here with your Travorium business. The event may be a spark, but your daily habits are what move the business forward. If you look at people who eventually achieve leadership levels in Travorium, you will notice that they treat the days after an event way differently. They do not simply return home, wait for the next conference. They take the ideas they've heard, immediately begin applying them to their daily method of operation that helps them move forward, rank advancing in our company, earning income, and impacting their daily pay. One of the ways that we try to support that process is through the content we release each week. The feature articles are designed to reinforce belief and help you continue developing your mindset. My son Joshua Hart also contributes through the Josh Drop segments, which focus on practical ways to navigate the journey of building a business. If you haven't listened in to what he's talking about, I want to encourage you to do so. Those resources are helpful, but they're only tools. At some point, each person has to decide whether they are going to take action. Even for me, I look back on my experiences in regards to events in network marketing. And there was a point in time where I almost felt like quitting the industry. But it was because I went to an event that changed my perspective on everything. After that event, I had built all 3 beliefs, but more importantly, I put in action what I had learned at that event. This business is all about results. Like if you play sports, I would tell you, if you want to be a good basketball player, it's all about reps. The more you do something, the better you get. Well, guess what, guys? In network marketing business, failure is an opportunity to learn. And so when you actually apply what you learned, you're going to build this craft on what it takes to become successful after you attend an event. I want to offer you a simple exercise that can help you reconnect with the reason many people join this community or Travorium in the first place. Consider planning a short 2 or 3 day stay vacation somewhere within driving distance of where you live. When you arrive at the hotel or the resort, give yourself permission to disconnect from the constant stream of social media, daily notifications that compete for your attention. Spend a little time enjoying the environment around you. At some point during your stay, log into your back office and begin exploring the world tour destinations. Look through the locations. Imagine yourself visiting those places in the future. The important part of this exercise is not to analyze your current circumstances. Instead, allow yourself to think about where you would like your life to go. As an example, I used to buy lottery tickets just so I could dream build, just so I could look at how my life would be different if I won the millions of dollars. Many of those times, I would never even go see if my ticket won. See, before someone can truly believe in the possibility, they usually have to visualize it first. I'm a big believer in visualizing where you want to be. When people begin to picture themselves experiencing something different, their mindset begins to change. They start to look at what successful people are doing and they implement that same strategy. That change in perspective often leads to different actions. Visualizing where you want to go is valuable because it expands your thinking. But progress only happens when belief turns into consistent behavior. One of the patterns that I observed over many years in this profession by looking at and examining successful people in our industry, in our downline, they tend to simplify the process. They focus less on complicated strategies and more on the daily habits that move the business forward. And it's real simple, guys. There's 3 steps that you got to do to move the business forward. Number 1, you share the business. Number 2, you help other people share the business. And oh yeah, by the way, you continue to share the business. These are the habits that will grow your business. The leaders you saw recognized in Orlando, they did not arrive at their position, their rank, or their achievement because of one single moment. You see, they arrived there because they repeated simple actions over a long period of time. Whether they succeeded or failed, they stayed focused and the action continued and remained. When someone decides to treat this business like a business, a serious commitment instead of a temporary interest, everything begins to change. Their conversations become more intentional, their calendar becomes more structured, and their expectations about themselves become even higher. What you choose to do in the days and the weeks to follow would determine whether that spark you experience turns into any long-term progress. Continue strengthening your belief. Take time to visualize the life you want to create. Spend time with your upline ambassadors, whether it's on a Zoom, whether it's a private one-on-one call, whether it's listening to them train on how to be successful. Most importantly, and I mean this sincerely, commit to the daily habits that move your business forward. In our business, we pay you when you take action. You find success when you take action. And your goal is to take action, build a team, inspire others around you that will do the same thing. You see, this business is more by the example that you set for people to follow than anything else you'll do. If you do these things consistently, you eventually become one of the stories that inspires someone else at the next event. Most importantly, I want to thank you for being part of Travorium's community. And remember, the best, of course, is yet to come. We'll see you at the next event.